You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe as y'all come on in once again. Follow us on all social medias: Kick, X, Facebook, TikTok. Links all in the description below. Chat. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Share the video, like the video, man. We on our way to try to get to 1 million subscribers. We got a ways to go, but that's the first goal, and then we make the next goals. So make sure y'all subscribe and salute to everybody who donates to the stream, man. I appreciate all y'all who've been in the Cash App, been in the PayPal, showing love, man. Shout out to Sharita Scott coming through, man, with that $50 donation, and also she was in the PayPal this morning, and also shout out to who else was it? Deborah Hicks. Salute to you in the Cash App. You came through with a $20 donation today. I appreciate that. Salute to everybody who support the streams. The links will be pinned at the top of the chat. This situation with Ray J has not gone anywhere. This, in fact, information has been released, and it's gotten worse for Ray J. Ray J might be facing some serious federal charges coming up surrounding this situation, because now the report that is out, and I'm going to show you guys how this started and where we're at now. The report that it just came out now is that they have evidence. People have testified against Ray J and have given statements against Ray J, and apparently they have 30 pieces of evidence against Ray J back in that whole MMA fight where he ended up, getting slumped and looking like this, right? So that situation has not gone anywhere. That situation, and remember, Ray J ended up going to the hospital, soda light. He ended up saying that he didn't throw the fight, even though he made those statements after the fight was over. If you guys remember TMZ, everybody ran these articles about the situation with Ray J, saying that Ray J said he didn't throw the fight, period. And that, that's a lie. As it says right here, that Ray J is punching back against those claims. He threw an MMA fight against Super Hot Fire. Man, it's been bad news coming out about Ray J. You guys see pictures of him in the hospital right there, and things like that. He got on the mic after that fight was over with, said some things that could have been self-incriminating. But now it's a whole new situation, you guys, that's going on right now with Ray J. And we definitely gonna get into this, because now he did some things and he said some things that have set DJ Akademiks off into revealing a lot of information surrounding this investigation into Ray J. And we're going to get into that right now. So Ray J, apparently, after DJ Akademiks, he, on his live stream, warned Ray J. When Ray J went to the hospital and was laying in the bed, like y'all saw in this picture I showed y'all, when Ray J went to the hospital and was laying in the bed, DJ Akademiks told Ray J, look, you need to get out that bed, man. You need to get out the bed and stop pump faking and take your ass home and walk away. Well, Ray J did not take well to this, ladies and gentlemen. He did not take well to this at all. And what Ray J did was, Ray J responded and basically called DJ Akademiks a snitch, right? Called Ak a snitch, even though Ak was saying he was trying to look, I'm trying to look out for you, dog, because the situation is more serious than what you think. And Ak was throwing out a lot of different allegations about things that was going on surrounding that entire situation now. But now we get to this, you guys. And this situation, chat, y'all smash the like button, share the videos, y'all come on in. This situation has went to 1,000 now. Because now DJ Akademiks is not only saying they have evidence against Ray J that he rigged the fight, but this is a federal crime, and he is potentially looking at federal charges and a full federal investigation. Now, DJ Akademiks went and he did a video. And on that video, DJ Akademiks revealed a lot of things, right? Now, Ray J basically, called him all types of things. He called him a H word, a garden tool, a snitch, a bitch, a DL, a ball scrub, all this for Drake. And he questioned his journalism, acts, right? And so Ak Then, after getting a load of what Ray J did, came out and responded with some hellacious stuff, y'all. So, some of the points of what Ak was saying in his video, he claims basically that Ray J tried to rig the fight, and that they have collected, meaning Brand Risk, the company that was in charge of this fight, and Aiden Ross, they have collected 30 pieces of proof, including text messages against Ray J, meetings against Ray J. They've identified certain bets as well that they say investigators, the boxing commission, because this was a licensed fight in the boxing commission, Nevada State Boxing Commission. The boxing commission and Brand Risk, they say, supposedly have all this evidence now. And he says it's serious. And it's a jailable federal crime, especially involving large bets, nearly $1 million allegedly that was bet on Ray J. And now he released all of this information to the public. And this is bad news for Ray J, because you could potentially see a federal indictment coming on Ray J soon if these allegations are true. Now, it says warning and courtesy framing. It says DJ Akademiks says he was doing Ray J a favor, a courtesy, by publicly warning Ray J to drop the whole situation, get out of that hospital bed I showed y'all, and just basically walk away. You know what I'm saying? Because Ray J was like complaining from the hospital bed. Somebody went in there and he started talking trash. And he was complaining from the hospital bed, you guys. So Ak told him, when Ak seen that, he was like, bro, you just need to get up and walk away, because I'm telling you right now, what you're doing, the situation you got going on, dog, is not going to end well at all for you, bro. It's going to end very, very bad. You sitting out here doing all this BS. This shit ain't going to end right. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in and share the video. And so he portrayed his comments as trying to help Ray J avoid more legal trouble. Not attack Ray J, but Ray J took it the wrong way and went in on DJ Akademiks. And so basically the evidence, he says that there's text messages that have now been discovered between Ray J and others setting up that rigged fight. He said that there were meetings, possibly at a club or at Ray J's crib, with the opponents or involved parties. He also said that the dude Super High Fire was telling on Ray J too. The dude that he was fighting was telling on Ray J too. It's like, man, the dude, like I said, it says right here, he says Super High Fire basically was admitting the threats or the rigged attempt to Brand Risk and to Aiden Ross when they did an investigation, right? Now, he claimed that Ray J had 30 Bloods threaten him to throw the fight, right? Also, he said Adam 22 from No Jumper, y'all already know, was in the room and overheard open talk about the rigging of this fight. These are all the things Ray J is dealing with. He also said that there were fraudulent bets that were identified that were supposedly a part of that entire scheme surrounding that fight, right? Now, y'all probably say, well, Ticket, Super High Fire, he ended up knocking Ray J out and punching him out. Yeah, but the first round was speculatory. And it seemed like Super High Fire was throwing the fight in the first round. But something got to him in the second round, and he went ahead and stopped Ray J. So he didn't go through with what was alleged that was supposed to be the plan, which was to rig the fight for Ray J so that all these people could win all of these bets, is what DJ Akademiks basically was putting out there, and said that that's what they have found against Ray J in an investigation against Ray J. So that's why Ray J was so upset after that fight happened, you guys. Now, it goes on to say that DJ Akademiks revealed that they're not paying Ray J for the fight. So Ray J ended up getting his ass knocked the fuck out, and he's not getting paid. The reason why they're not paying him is because he said they've identified that they tried to defraud all those companies, and that they have evidence that he tried to fix that fight, which is illegal, and it's a federal crime because that fight was sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. So that's when the feds get involved, when you have rigging of fights and people trying to get money off these situations. And Ray J talking the way he talked after the fight kind of destroyed everything if he was trying to keep it under wraps. Now it says continuing to talk and drag it out, right? could bring federal authorities, right? Is what DJ Academics was also explaining, but the feds gonna get involved whether he say something or not. If they can prove that crimes was committed, the feds is probably already investigating this shit right now. Also, he says that Aiden Ross and Brand Risk, they are following the book of the law, and they have submitted evidence, right, to the feds, right? And he says that they have stayed silent about Ray J and his situation since they submitted that evidence to the feds, which he says should worry Ray J. Now, he also says that Ray J is not the smartest cookie for escalating and desperately trying to go to jail in this situation. DJ Academics also revealed that and basically said he went at him personally, but he basically said that Ray J is delusional for playing the hurt card, claiming he should have been in the ring after agreeing to fight as a grown man. He shouldn't have been in the ring, right? So he says he called Ray J delusional for playing the hurt card and claiming that he should not have been in the ring after he agreed to fight as a grown man. He also mocked Ray J and told him to let it go and move on and do his streaming thing and stop dragging the situation up and keeping it alive because he's risking more scrutiny on that situation. And he also rejected any implication of closeness or crime buddies, right? He says, me and you ain't no crime buddies, is what he told Ray J. He also notes that Ray J messaged him, but he doesn't want to continue speaking with Ray J privately, right? Now, the context on the disc, DJ Academics expressed confusion about why Ray J specifically targeted him and tied his reporting on the rigging and uses the response to reiterate the warnings while distancing himself from that situation, right? That's what that video, he was saying in that video, right? Now, again, he basically stated that Brand Risk, which was Aiden Ross's company, and the Boxing Commission were actively investigating the fight due to those rigging allegations. He also quoted information from Aiden Ross saying that Aiden told him that Ray J tried to rip that fight off, y'all, and will not be paid, and that everything they have been submitted because, like I said, they were going by the book of the law, right? Now, he also said that courtesy was pointing out that because of what you did and what you were to have done, that the Boxing Commission, Brand Risk, and everyone else were investigating, your fight. He also said that Brandon Westcott hasn't spoke out about it. He said, I talked to Aiden Ross. Aiden said, yo, that dude tried to rip the fight, and I'm not paying him. And matter of fact, everything we have, we're submitting. We are following by the book of law. That's why Aiden has not spoke about this. When a white boy whose organization is not speaking about it, you should probably be worried, he said. He spoke about Blueface. He's not speaking about you. Why? Now, again, he said the other fighter that knocked Ray J out, that dude, Super Hot Fire, has fully cooperated. He stated that Super Hot Fire told them, and he admitted it to him, and he already came clean to the brand that they tried to rig that fight, man. This is fucked up, man, because I'm going to tell you something. With that being said, it's not even a question of whether or not the feds are going to come in. Matter of fact, the feds are probably investigating this and make sure they get everything right when they draw up their indictments. This is not a good situation. If you know anything about sports gambling, professional gambling, any of this stuff, this is not good. When you have people that are snitching, saying that they rigged sanctioned fights, bro, the feds is coming with major time. With major time. I mean this. You see the NBA cats going through it now. You see them going through it now. Now, it says DJ Academics repeatedly emphasized that rigging a fight, especially with betting involved, is a serious jailable federal crime. And I told y'all this. And a lot of people did not want to listen. And it says he notes, again, that there are 30 pieces of proof, you guys, where text messages, meetings, bets, etc., that the investigators already have this proof, right? And so this is sad, bro. This is sad. And I want to ask something. Hold on, you guys. I want to see how much prison time Ray J could potentially face if he's charged. Hold on, let me see. I want to see that. That's very important right there. How much prison time could he potentially face if charged with these type of crimes, right? Rigging, the betting and stuff like that. I want to see. Okay, so it says right here, you guys, as y'all see on y'all screen. And this is wild, man. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. It says if charged and convicted on federal charges, right, related to alleged fight rigging, such as described in DJ Akademiks' video, his account, Ray J could theoretically face up to 5 years in prison under the primary statute, but potentially much more, 20 plus years maximum, if prosecutors add common accompanying charges like wire fraud or conspiracy. God, oh, they're saying 20 plus years? Damn, bro. It says primary federal statute, sports bribery, 18 USC 224. It says this directly covers bribery or attempts, conspiracies to influence a sporting contest, including MMA boxing events, announced publicly and involving interstate commerce, which this would qualify for. The maximum penalty of fine plus up to 5 years in federal prison or both applies to attempt, conspiracies, and schemes involving bribes, threats, or agreements to fix outcomes. It said a real world example would be in 2005, a 2005 boxing bribery case. A promoter received 37 months and a fighter received 15 months in that case right there. Now it says other likely charges and higher penalties for Ray J. It says prosecutors, they rarely charge only. Let me repeat that. It says prosecutors rarely charge only the sports bribery count, especially with alleged text messages, meetings, and bets, which is $1 million have been mentioned, and involvement of multiple parties. Common additions include wire fraud, mail fraud, which is 18 USC 1343, which is up to 20 years per count, 30 years if a financial institution is affected, meaning a bank. Often used in betting related schemes involving communications, texts, calls, and online betting. A conspiracy charge to commit sports bribery or fraud up to 5 years or the same maximum as the underlying offense. Also, other possibilities: money laundering, travel act violations, a RICO related predicate in larger schemes, higher penalties, up to 20 years or more per count, and multi-count indictments involving sports gambling, fixing. Defendants can face stacked maximums of up to decades, though actual sentences depend on the guidelines. So basically, the sentencing realities is what it's saying right here, you guys. It's saying U.S. sentencing guides, as y'all see, maximum are ceilings, right? Not typical outcomes. Actual time served is determined by the federal sentencing guidelines, e.g., 284.1 for bribery sports cases. Now, factoring in the loss amount, right? Meaning the best place, fight purse, organizer losses. Also, role in the offense, organizer versus a minor participant. They're saying Ray J's an organizer. Criminal history, right? So Ray J has no criminal history, so that would help in his record, but acceptance of responsibility and cooperation. So basically, would he cooperate against others? Also, it says average sentences for bribery fraud are often 1 to 3 years or less with pleas, probation, or first offenders, but high loss or aggravated cases go higher. Now it says enhancements are possible using threats like the quote unquote 30 bloods alleged, multiple participants, or sophisticated means. So it goes on to say important context, right? So right now, this has not been confirmed. That he's getting federal charges, but normally this, the feds is looking at this. I'm telling y'all this right now. Aiden Ross, they said he handed all the info, all the DJ Akademiks came out and flat out accused Ray J and said that they have evidence that they rigged that fight and that there was some bets that were up to $1 million. They gave that to the feds, bro. The feds looking at that shit. I promise y'all this. If the feds have this information and they sent the feds text messages and that other boy snitched, Super Hot Fire, the boy who beat up Ray J and knocked him out, if he snitched and he said that he was threatened and all this other shit, bro, they going to put the meal on this nigga. Y'all going to see. Them charges going to come out probably a month or two. It take them a few months to get these charges up. I'm telling y'all this to see everybody they're going to charge. See, you would think, oh, why didn't they come with them already? The feds don't move like that. The feds going to take their time. So if the feds is moving, they trying to identify every single person that was involved or every bet. So when they come draw up that indictment, they got, or at least they get enough on a first indictment to where if they find out more information from informants, people who testify, then they come with a superseding indictment after that. Ray J in trouble. Y'all think it's bullshit. If they have a witness who was in the fight, the other dude, they said this dude snitched. DJ Akademiks said the dude Super Hot Fire who put them hands on Ray J, he said he snitched. He said Super Hot Fire, the light-skinned dude right there, he said he snitched. If he really snitched, bro, my man, I'm gonna just tell y'all, bro, the feds is gonna, they don't play that type of shit on that level, bro. Look what's going on with the NBA basketball players right now, bro. And what Ray J said after the fight, that's going to be used against him in a trial if he doesn't take a plea. That's going to go to trial, bro. And he that's going to be used against him, his statements. He do not want to go fight the Fed. I'm telling y'all this. Because he said they gave the information to the feds. You damn right the feds is invested. They getting everybody because the Nevada State Athletic Commission, they don't play about shit like that. And I don't know if Ray J knew how serious that was, but you can't do that. And if they have text messages, if that boy gave him text messages, meaning Super Hot Fire, because that's who the text messages would have came from, is Super Hot Fire. He probably gave him text messages, all kind of stuff. They said they had all kind of evidence, right? In this case, right? Meetings. If Super Hot Fire can prove, which his testimony would prove, they had meetings, if he could prove that they were in certain places that had meetings about this situation, bro, it's bad, bro. If he can prove that they agreed to this through the text messages, and remember, DJ Akademiks ain't saying, oh, no, it's a let. No, DJ Akademiks saying, no, they got evidence. DJ Akademiks said that in that video he put up. He said, no, we got evidence of this. It's bad, man. It's bad. I'm telling y'all watch my words. Everybody listen to this video. Listen to this video right now and holler at me within 2 months. Because I promise you, within 2 months, if everything Akademiks said in that video is true, the Fed's going to come with a major indictment against Ray J. Watch what I tell y'all this. Watch. It ain't going to be nobody that can stop it because you're dealing with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Aiden Ross had no choice with Brand Risk but to hand over that paperwork, or else they would be investigated as aiders and abettors. That's why after that fight, when they did that interview, that dude was like, nah, you lost the money. That's why he told Ray J that. He wanted to separate the company from any rigging allegations, because if you watch that first round, didn't nobody throw a punch except for Ray J. And the punches he threw, it didn't even look right. This is a bad situation, man. I'm telling y'all, man. This is, bro, watch. I know how this shit works. They gave that information to the feds. The feds is lining out and investigating every aspect. They probably questioning people, getting all their statements together, getting all their bank records together, getting all the certain bets together. This is what happened with the NBA cats. So when they came with that indictment, y'all seen a couple of NBA cats don't plead guilty already. Some of the mobsters played guilty that was involved. Right? Crazy. I couldn't believe Ray J said that on tape, bro. I couldn't believe he said it on tape. And then when he was going to the hospital and stuff, I'm like, bro, you continuing to like stuff like the Nevada State Athletic Committee. Now they really got to cover their ass. See what I'm saying? That's what I think that Akademiks was saying when he told him, hey man, leave it alone. Just get up and walk away, dog. Because that shit right there you doing, it's gonna make people even more come after you because they got to cover themselves. Because guess what? What happens is that the gambling companies who are all a part of this and put these fights on the ticket, the gambling companies will come in and sue you. Because the gambling companies will say, well, we were defrauded because they're putting on fixed fights. So now the gambling companies will sue you, and then there'll be an indictment, a federal indictment against the entire Aiden Ross company. I'm telling y'all right now, if you think Aiden Ross gonna stand with Ray J, y'all lost your damn mind. And the fact that he didn't pay Ray J, let y'all know. It let y'all know Aiden Ross ain't playing, bro. That white boy ain't playing, man. That white boy ain't trying to lose his company. He not trying to lose, and he got investors in that company too. They're not playing, bro. They're not playing, bro. Sadly, I'll be honest with y'all. If I'm the bet on it, if what Akademiks said was true, that Aiden Ross and them already presented over 30 pieces of evidence to the feds, I believe Ray J gonna have a federal indictment within the next 2 to 3 months. A major one. A major one. They don't play like that in sports. They don't play like that in sports. You can ask anybody that knows sports, bro. The Nevada State Athletic Commission and all these people, they're not playing. If you rig fights, they're gonna go jam your ass up, bro. And this is all this stuff comes in. Wire fraud. Here comes one thing. They could potentially hit Ray J with a RICO if he crossed state lines with this plot. Meaning the fight was in Vegas. If you went to Cali and y'all met up in Cali and then y'all came across to Vegas and did the fight and tried to rig the fight in Vegas, that's a RICO right there. That cross state lines federal. Then you're talking about a group of people, more people that conspired, they'll put a RICO on that shit. Watch. And in a RICO, that takes that shit from 20-something years to life in prison, bro. And this is not something I'm just on here exaggerating. I'm being very, very honest about what I'm saying because I'm very close to the sports world. I understand how the sports world operate. That's why you got a former NBA basketball head coach and a legend in Chauncey Billups facing 60-some years. As a matter of fact, watch this right here, y'all. Just so y'all see. Chauncey Billups right now is facing. He's a current head coach and an NBA Hall of Famer, right? That man facing like damn near 50 years in prison, 60 years in prison. Chauncey Billups is facing damn near 50 to 60 years in prison, right? Now watch this, just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Now he pled not guilty, right? I'm gonna show y'all right here on the screen. How many years in prison is Chauncey Billups facing? He's facing like 40 to 60 years. What? Watch what I tell y'all. And it all was around the gambling. Watch what I tell y'all this, right? Here it is right here, y'all. Here it is right here on your screen, right? Listen to what I said to y'all. Chauncey Billups faces conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering conspiracy charges related to an alleged scheme involving rigged mafia background poker games where he was accused of acting as a face card, right? Now, Chauncey's also accused of other things as well. Let me show y'all, right? Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on, my bad. All right, hold on. Show y'all that right there. Hold on. Let me put this on the screen. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm going to show y'all this right now. Right? Here we go, y'all. Basketball Hall of Famer and Portland Trail Blazers head coach, Chauncey Billups, is criminally charged with wire fraud conspiracy and money laundering conspiracy. These federal charges carry a maximum penalty of up to 20 years in prison per count. Right? That's what he's facing right there. Now, let's look at Terry Rozier, the basketball player. Now, you look at Terry Rozier as the NBA basketball player that played for the Miami Heat. Look at this, y'all. Now, he's facing charges as well for point shaving and all kind of stuff, right? Now, check this out. He's facing 4 federal criminal charges: conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, bribery in sports contest, and honest service wire fraud conspiracy. Now, his federal charges are crazy, bro. Crazy. Hold on. Let's see what's the what is the potential time for Terry's charges? No, I misspelled it. Look at this, y'all. The 4 federal criminal charges against Terry Rozier collectively carry a potential maximum penalty of decades in prison. Individually, his most severe counts carry a statutory maximum sentence of up to 20 years in prison each. So for his charges, wire fraud conspiracy, up to 20 years. Money laundering conspiracy, up to 20 years. Honest service wire fraud conspiracy, up to 20 years. Bribery in sports contests, up to 5 years. That man facing up to 65 years in prison. So that shit real. That shit real. Right? You can look at Damon Jones, the former NBA basketball player. Right? Bro, they don't play about that sports rigging and alleged rigging sports games. Especially when you got bets on it. People have made fraudulent bets. They'll freeze all those bets. They'll identify and freeze all those bets. And then come back and charge you. Right? I told y'all. So it depends on whether they do it consistently or concurrently, right? So it says it right here, right? He's facing that. 65 years, right? Now, all this going to depend on if he gets 65, is he a first-time offender, blase, blase, blah. So he may end up with like 20-something years, but he's facing up to 65 years. He may get hit with 15, 20 years if he plea. If he fight it, which they do, he's fighting it right now. Man, they hit that nigga with a goddamn 40 piece. He out of here. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, that shit's serious, man. They're not playing, man. They definitely not playing. Right? Let me check out one other thing. I want to see something else. Hold on. Here it is right here. So yeah, you've had people that have dealt with this before. Fighters. Yep. Yeah, man. And now the Department of Justice just cracked down on that on the NBA. Yeah, bro. Yep. But the NBA has been smart. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. The NBA has been smart. They've lined themselves with Donald Trump. So with those Fed charges coming and them lining themselves with Donald Trump, what they have done is that they have tried to create an out. So if their guys get convicted, they can just try to get Donald Trump to give them a pardon. This is why you see them inviting Donald Trump to the NBA basketball games and stuff, you know, to get him on their side. So definitely, y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.